All right, let's make this one. All right, in Serum, we're using all three wavetables for this one. Oscillator A is going to be the Juno wavetable, up 1 octave, up 7 semitones. Oscillator B, basic shape, saw wave, up 2 octaves, up 7 semitones. And oscillator C, we're using the Monster 9 spectral table, up 1 octave, up 7 semitones. We're also going to enable our sub oscillator, set that to direct out, also to bus 1, so we could process it separately. So we have bend plus on oscillator A, and some phase distortion from the sub. Oscillator B, bend plus as well, with phase distortion coming from oscillator A. And oscillator C, using bend plus with some soft clip distortion turned on. All right, now we're gonna take our first LFO, draw a shape like this, set it to quarter notes, turn on triplets and dot it, and we're gonna drop this on a bunch of things. We're gonna throw this on the level for everything. So for the sub oscillator, oscillator A, oscillator B, oscillator C, and the noise. We're gonna drop this on the warp modes for bend plus on oscillator A, on oscillator B, on oscillator C, and then we're gonna drop this on the cutoff and the frequency knob for our filter to get some movement. We're using hyperdimension for some stereo width. We're adding a phaser here. Distortion set to diode 2, the drive cranked up. We're actually not using this Bode, I'm leaving this bypass. Some multiband compression, then we have some filtering going on. So I have 2 diffuser filters with slightly different settings. And then we have this MG Low 6 at the end of the chain, which is just sculpting the sound a little bit more. And we're also taking this LFO shape and dropping it on the cutoff for this filter as well. Then we're gonna hop over to bus 1 for some separate processing on our sub. We're just gonna add a tube distortion here and a single band compressor just to get some more volume on it. We do have some post-processing going on here. So I got a fat rack here, a little bit of EQ work here, scooping out some of the mud, a little boost around 1,000 hertz, and then scooping out some of the frequencies around 4,000 hertz. Some saturation here with the drive cranked a little bit. Another EQ with some similar moves, but I'm also boosting the highs a little bit. A glue compressor. I'm using this stab compressor to kind of shape each individual band a little bit more. Reverb, I'm automating the mix here off and on at different points in the tune. Same thing with the auto filter here and the filter frequency set to high pass. And then a utility where I'm modulating the gain a little bit at certain points in the song. You just made yourself a nice womp. You can hear this tune and more at our show coming up here in a few weeks in downtown Austin. Hope to see you there.